Good morning everyone. Welcome to online classes. Myself Madhuri. In our previous classes we discussed about basic structure of HTML and some formatting tags. Now I'm going to discuss about next topics of HTML. And the first topic is hyperlinks in HTML. A web page can contain various links that take you directly to other web pages and even specific parts of a given page. These links are known as hyperlinks. Sometimes, when you search a topic in websites and you open the web page or topic in the web page, you can create a particular text is underlined with blue color. This text is called hyperlinks. Once you click the link, it will redirect to the topic or web page. Hyperlinks allow visitors to navigate between websites by clicking on words, phrases, and images. Thus, you can create hyperlinks using text or images available on web page. By default, links will appear as follow in the most of the browsers in three ways. The first one is an unvisited link is underlined in blue color, a visited link is underlined in purple color, and an active link is underlined in red color. In HTML, a tag defines a hyperlink, or simply a link is specified using HTML a tag. This tag is called anchor tag, and anything between the opening a tag and the closing a tag becomes the part of the link, and a user can click the part to reach the linked document. It means once you click the link, it will redirect to the specified web page. In simple words, to make a hyperlink in HTML pages, use the opening a tag and closing a tags. The opening a tag indicates where the hyperlink starts and the closing a tag indicates where it ends. And the whatever the text is gets added inside this tag, it will work as the hyperlink. And the syntax is here, this is the syntax. Here A is the anchor tag and HERF means hyperlink reference. It is the attribute of anchor tag. The most important attribute of the anchor tag element is the HERF attribute, which indicates the link destination. Means HERF gives the document URL or address of the particular website or web page. Here I'm also taking some more websites, and inside this opening a tag and closed a tag we will write the link text. The link text is the part that will be visible to the reader, and clicking on the link text will send the reader to the specified URL address. So this is the syntax of hyperlink. Coming to the example, every HTML program starts with HTML tag, and in the head section I am taking title as hyperlinks example, and coming to the body section I took a paragraph using p tag, click following link, and I'm define a hyperlink using the anchor tag, and HERF means attribute of the anchor tag. It gives the destination address. Here I'm taking our college website, Sanjeev Degree College website, and in the HERF section I will give the college website address, and Sanjeev College is the link text. It will only appear in the web page. And now I am closing the body tag and HTML tag. Here we used the target attribute in the above example. The target attribute is used to specify the location where the linked document is opened. Here I am taking the target is equal to self. It opens the linked document in the same frame. So this is the output of the that program. Here Sanjeev College is the hyperlink. Once you click the link, it will opens our college website. So this is the concept of hyperlinks in HTML. And the next topic is images in HTML. Earlier, the web pages used to consist of only texts, which made them programmers or users appear quite boring and uninteresting. So they embed or added images on web pages for users. So let us see how to add the images in web page. HTML image tag is used to display the images on the web page, and the image tag is an empty tag that contains attributes only, and this is not using the closing tag, means closing tags are not used in the HTML element. Coming to the syntax, img means image tag. Here src, alt and height and width are the attributes of image tag. In the src we will give the images address, and alt means alternative, and height and width are values of images. Coming to the attributes, src stands for source. Every image has an src attribute which tells the browser where to find the image you want to display. The URL of the image provide points to the location where the image is stored. And the next one is alt attribute. If the image cannot be displayed, then the alt attribute acts as an alternative description for the image. And the value of the alt attribute is the user defined text. And the next one is setting width and height of images. The width and height of attributes are used to specify the width and height of an image, and these attribute values are specified in pixels by default, and we will also use the percentage values. And in this example, I am taking the title as HTML images, and coming to the body section, I write the heading using the h2 tag, HTML image example, and I am using the image tag to display the image on web page. And here src is equal to goodmorning.jpg. This is the name of that particular image, and alt is equal to good morning friends. This is the user defined text, and then set the width and height values are 200. So the output, this image will display in the home web page. So this is the concept of images in HTML. Coming to the next topic, HTML lists. Lists are powerful tools used to organize similar kinds of information. Simply, HTML lists are used to specify list of information, so they are clearly associated with each other and easy to read. And a list may contain one or more elements. For example, a shopping list. When we go to the shopping, we are prepared a shopping list, and a recipe items list. It means when we want to prepare any recipe, we will give the list of ingredients. So this is the example. These are the examples of lists. HTML offers 3 ways for specifying lists of information, and all lists must contain one or more list elements. And the three types of lists that can be used in HTML are ordered list or numbered list. Second one, unordered list or bulleted list, and the third one, description list or definition list. Coming to the first list, ordered list or numbered list OL. In the HTML ordered list, all the list items are marked with numbers by default. It means the list items are marked with normal numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. It is known as numbered list also. And the ordered list starts with OL tag. OL means ordered list. And the list items are starts with LI tag. And the type attribute, you can use the type attribute for OL tag to specify the type of numbering you like. By default it is a number 1, 2, 3 and so on, and following are the possible options. First one, OL type is equal to 1. It is the default case numerals. Means once you write the type is equal to 1, the list items are presented in 1, 2, 3, 4 ordered. And the second one, OL type is equal to capital I. Means uppercase numerals. Once you use this type, the list items are presented in uppercase Roman numbers. And OL type is equal to small I. It will present the list items in lowercase Roman numbers. And the next one, OL type is equal to A. The list items are presented in uppercase capital letters. And the last one, OL type is equal to small a. It will present the list items in lowercase letters. Coming to the syntax, OL means ordered list and type is equal to 1 or capital I or small I or capital A or small a. We will choose any one option only. And closed OL tag. Coming to the example, every HTML program starts with the HTML tag, and in the head section I am taking title as HTML ordered list, and coming to the body section I wrote a paragraph using P using generic or default list. Here I am taking the ordered list OL tag. By default OL tag is default numbered 1, 2, 3, and I am taking the list items using the LI tag. Here I am writing 3 vegetable names, beetroot, ginger and potato, using the LI tag, and I am closing the OL tag. And I am also write the another paragraph using P tag using uppercase letters. Here I describe the OL type is equal to A. Means the list items will presented in capital letters ABC. Here I am writing the list items using the LI tag, and I am closing the OL tag and closing body tag and HTML tag. And the output of this program is, here title is HTML ordered list, and coming to the first list using generic or default list will be presented in 1, 2, 3, 4 in order, and using the uppercase letters the list items will be presented in ABC order. This is the ordered list or numbered list. And the next list is unordered list or bulleted list. An unordered list is a collection of list of related items that have no special order or sequence. It means it doesn't follow any special order or any sequence. This list is created by using HTML UL tag. UL means unordered list. And each item in the list is marked with a bullet. And the type attribute, you can use the type attribute for UL tag to specify the type of bullet you like. By default it is a disk, means it is the dotted circle. And following are the possible options. The first option is UL type is equal to square, and the second one is UL type is equal to disk, and the third one is UL type is equal to circle. Coming to the syntax, UL means unordered list and the type is equal to disk or circle or square. We will choose any one option only. Coming to the example, Here I am taking the title as HTML unordered list, and I write the heading using the H3 tag. Some of operating systems are listed below. Using the UL tag, I write the list items Unix, Linux and DOS. This is the first unordered list. By default it is a disk. And coming to the next items, UL type is equal to circle. Here I am taking same list items Unix, Linux and DOS, but here I mentioned the type is equal to circle. So the output of this program is, here the title is HTML unordered list, and coming to the first list, it will be presented with dotted circle, means this is the disk option, and next one is circle. So this is the unordered list, and the next one is definition list or description list. HTML and XHTML supports a list style which is called definition list, where entries are listed like a dictionary or encyclopedia. And a definition list is the list of items which a description of each items. Definition list makes using the following three tags. First one DL tag means definition list, next one DT tag means definition term, and the next one DD tag means definition data. Here in the syntax, DL tag defines the description list, and DT tag gives the term, and DD tag gives the definition data or statement. Coming to the example, in this example I am taking the DL tag to define the definition list, and the DD tag defines the term. Here I am taking two terms HTML and CSS, and the DD tag gives the definition data or statements of that particular terms. And the first definition data is HTML stands for hypertext markup language used to design the web page, and second definition data is CSS stands for cascading style sheets used for presentation for web pages. This is the example for definition list or description list, and the output is here. This is the output for definition list. In this output, definition list is the title, and coming to the terms HTML, CSS or the terms definition terms, and HTML stands for hypertext markup language used to design web page, and CSS stands for creating cascading style sheets used for presentation for web page. These two are the definition data. So these are the three types of lists that will be presented in the HTML. And coming to the next topic, HTML tables. It is very important topic. A table is an arrangement of data in rows and columns. Simply when we use the table, it will be presented in rows and columns format. Tables are widely used in communications, researches and data analysis, educational, hospitals and everywhere. Tables are useful for various tasks such as presenting the text information and numerical data. And tables can be used to compare two or more items in tabular form layout. And tables are also used to create different databases. HTML table can be beneficial in different cases in which you can arrange the data such as text, list, links, images, table within a table, videos, etc. HTML table tag is used to display data in tabular form, means in rows and columns format. There can be many columns in a row. We can create a table to display the data in a tabular form using the table element or table tag with the help of other three tags, tr tag, td tag and th tag. The first one, each table row is defined with tr tag. And yet next one, a table header is defined with th tag. Using the th tag, we will give the table header information. By default, table headings are bold and in centered. And the next one, table data or cell data is defined with td tag. Td means table data, th means table heading, and tr means table row. And table border. The border attribute of table tag controls the appearance of the table's border in lines. By default, the table border value is 0. So if you do not specify the border attribute, the table is displayed without the border. But most of the time it is very useful. When we want the border to be visible, we need the border attribute value. And coming to the table with a caption, to add a title or caption that describes the table data, caption tag is used. And the caption tag must be inserted immediately after the table tag. Once you use the caption tag, we will be used after the table tag, and there could be only one caption in table. And the following is the example that demonstrates the table border and caption. Here in this example, I am taking the title as HTML table, and coming to the body section, here I am creating a table using the table tag, and I am giving the border value is equal to 2. And I also put the caption is product details, and I am closing the caption tag. And coming to the first row, using the tr tag I am creating the first row, and th tag defines the table headings. Here the th, product and price are the two table headings, and I am closing the first row, and and next creating the second row using the tr tag. And td tag gives the information of table data or cell data. Here Samsung and 1000 are table data, and also next row Redmi and 12,000, and the next row Apple and 45,000 are next 3 rows. Every time once you use it the tr tag, we should close the tr tag definitely. And I am closing the table tag and body tag and HTML tag. The output of this example is like this. In this output, HTML tables are the web page title, and the product details are the caption, and product and price are the table headings, and next 3 are the table data. So this is the simple example for creating the tables in HTML. And the next one, HTML table attributes. In this list, the first one is border. I also discussed about HTML border. HTML border is used to specify the border around the tables or in the cells. For example, I am giving the border value is equal to 2. And the next one, cell padding. Cell padding is to specify the amount of spacing between the cell border and cell content. Once you specify the cell padding attribute, it gives the spacing between the cell border and the cell content. Here the example is cell padding is equal to 5. And the next one, cell spacing. It specifies the amount of spacing between two adjacent cells. The example is cell spacing is equal to 3. And next one, width. Width is used to set the width of the table. Here I am taking the width is equal to 80%. Next one, alignment. Here I am using the alignment attribute used to set the alignment of a table in horizontal way. Here I am taking the example as alignment is equal to center, or alignment is equal to left, or alignment is equal to right. And the next attribute is busy color, means background color. Used to set the background color of the table, we use the busy attribute, busy color attribute. Busy color is equal to blue or busy color is equal to red. Next one, background. Using the background attribute to set the image in the table background. So background is equal to image name. And the next two call span and row span are very important attributes. Using the call span to merge the two or more columns into a single column. Here the example is call span is equal to 5 and the row span is used to merge two or more rows into a single row. Row span is equal to 2. So these are the some attributes of table in HTML. In this example we are using some table attributes. Coming to the example, title is equal to table attributes and in the head section I am creating a table using the table tag and I am giving some attributes. Width is equal to 80% and I'm giving the border value is equal to 2 and busy color is equal to pink and alignment is equal to center. Cell spacing value is equal to 3 and cell padding value is equal to 5. Now I am first creating the first row using the tr tag and I am specifying 3 headings using the th tag, name, city and phone. This is the first row and I am closing the tr tag and I am opening next row using the tr tag. Here I am giving the table data using the td tags. First one, name, Akshara, city, Delhi and phone number. This is the first row of table data and the next data is Varsha, New York and phone number. And here I am closing the table tag and body tag and HTML tag. So this is the example of some attributes using in the table. So here this is the output for that example. Table attributes is the title and coming to the table, name, city, phone are table headings. Here I am using the pink color as the background background color and I am using border. So this is the output of that example. So I hope everyone understand these concepts. Thank you.